जीव जागो तो चंद्र बोले। विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय नामे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधर सादि गौर भक्ति। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। सैन ब्रूनो मंदिर की जय,
प्रभु जी की जय।
और All Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Let's start Bhagavad Gita class. We had continue on the reading. We'll start with our invocation of Mangalacharan prayers. Page on page 1. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sahagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Svitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanshakalpatarubhyascha Kripap Sindhyubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We'll continue on reading of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. As you all know, Srimad Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Lord Krishna to his friend and devotee Arjuna. Correct? Arjuna, he could have very much given this knowledge to Bhishma. Bhishma Dev also directly, correct? Bhishma Dev was a big yogi. We know, finally he is one of the Mahajans. He chose Arjuna. Krishna chose Arjuna. And Krishna says the reason because you are my dear friend and my devotee, correct? So that's why Arjuna was chosen. Also, Arjuna was chosen for a reason because Arjuna was a grahastha. He was a kshatriya, busy in his job, correct? To serve the king, correct? And, he has family. And he was picked by Krishna to say that spirituality is not a very difficult thing. Like, we should use spirituality in our day-to-day life. There happens, like, I'm grateful that, say Prabhu's, son and daughter-in-law, if they are in spirituality, they are promoting. Generally what happens is, if the kids in the family are getting attracted to spiritual knowledge, the parents will, you stop, itna mat karo, abhi tumhara time hai. When you are getting old, then you should do spirituality. Correct? And then, and that's actually a very prevalent concept, especially back in India, that if you are attracted, so the ecosystem is very favorable, that you should be spiritual, correct? But nobody actually follows it. They are going with a draft of air there. But details are missing in most of the people. And people think, I will do everything, right now. I will take education. The student is just thinking one pointed attention. Somehow, hook or crook, I should get good marks in high school and, inter. And then I should get admission in IITs or PMT. I was also part of that, correct? So, and then this guy is busy, okay. Then after, you are in IIT, then you are looking into, oh my God, 4 years, you don't study 4 years there, okay? Total masti, I had attendance of less than 20% in 4 years, I was doing my graduation from ITBHU and, there's Ganga. flowing in. And Banaras is a very good place for sense gratification, Banaras. So you can do so many things there, and I did all the bad things there. Spirituality we could have done more, but the environment is there, so you get through the draft. But you wasted 4 years there. Then by the time you're in the 3rd year, 4th year, looking, oh, I should get a job, then my life will be settled. Correct? Then, okay, what job shall I take? Tisco, sale. I didn't even knew of this company called Infosys by the time we were in 3rd, 4th year. And they came, and then first day, you got a job. Fine, then, nobody, then you start after a year in job. Then you're thinking, okay, the salary is 10,000 rupees. How can I make it 25,000? Correct? Okay, you work then 16 hours. Practically, I have seen, and I was part of it also. We worked for around 16 hours for more than 2 years. Mad. And then that time, if I work hard, my project manager will recognize me, and I will come to United States, correct, and earn money. And then you say, oh, then life will be fit, I'll come America, I'll have money. Then you come to America, you start making money. Then your parents are saying, "Arey, akela banda wahan hai, he will get all kinds of, English girls. Let's get him married," correct? So then the pressure comes from your family. Get married. Okay, parents want, let me get married also, So then the girl and the boy comes together, they get married. Say, okay, now, life is set. Then they will say, okay, now we should have kids. Now we should have a house for our kids. Again, 25 years gone. Correct? Because then you have to take care of the kids, then you have to take care of the house, you'll get a mortgage. You have reached by around 50 to 55, then you'll say, oh my God, what is there? And because you got busy into all these things. And then even in between, if you are trying to, suppose you are in Stanford and you are doing it, your call will come from India, Mama will say, छोड़ के तो नहीं जा रहा है ना? मतलब, they are checking all the time. You do Krishna consciousness, or do it in a way that you are just taking benefit, little bit, don't take like Prahlad Maharaj, just take little bit. Because we are always worried about jada serious le liya, then he will run away. Correct? All kinds of misconceptions. And then they say, okay, do all these things when you are 60 years, 70 years, then you will not have job, you are retired. At that point of time, do Krishna consciousness and you will be happy. But my dear friends, there's a big illusion. Okay, that never happens. Okay, when your teeth are falling and you're not able, your heart is having trouble, you're not able to listen, you're not able to read, at that point of time, if you have to read this Bhagavad Gita, how will you read? So the conception that you start spirituality at the age 60 is an illusion, it's a dream. The sooner you can shake it up, it's better for each of us. So, and then even if you learn at 60, how will you apply? This is a science, Now you learned at the age of 60, manlo, even if your indriyas are working and you learn, you wasted your 60 years, precious years of your life, and then where are you applying? So the moment a kid is born, we should introduce Bhagavad Gita. So that if the person learns this concept, at least in the next 60 years, 70 years, that person will be able to apply this knowledge into the day-to-day world. Don't you think that's a better proposal?
Yes.
Correct? We should, wherever you are, you should ensure that people around you are getting this message. Correct? School going kids, hey, come on guys. That's why when your kids, those babies were there, correct? Because we cannot discuss Bhagavad Gita philosophy with them. When Prabhu, in one of the class, when the kids were there, we chanted with the kids, and then we told them, wherever, even if you're taking a bath, you do Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. It looks like Prabhu's kids picked it up, correct? It's going to help them a lot. Hare Krishna. So that is what we have to, we have to put our culture, we have to put our education from the very beginning, and they will get a lot of benefit. And what we are doing, even if it's, it's late, but it's still not too late. Because it is so powerful that even now when we take it, it is going to help. So there is no discouragement for us. But we can use this information to go back to others, to bring them closer. Correct? And the two books which we should read is Bhagavad Gita is one. First you should read this. And second is Bhagavad Puran. And I will strongly urge that you should increase at least keeping Bhagavad Puran around you. So how many of you know about Bhagavad Puran? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Yeah. It's a sound incarnation of Lord. It's basically Bhagavad Puran is about activities of Lord. So it comes in 12th cantos, Skandas, we call it. And you should secure a copy and keep it in your house. Dilip Prabhu, I want to donate a library to San Bruno Temple. Is it possible we can find a small place where we can put Bhagavad Puran?
Yes,
is it possible?
There is if there has to be some kind of monitoring, somebody meaning somebody has to take care.
Yeah, I can take care.
We could talk offline.
If you want, I want to donate one library to San Bruno from my side.
Okay.
It will have a Mridanga, it will have Shrimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. It is a library of Vedas basically which we have.
Okay, we could look into it.
Perfect. Yeah, let's at least people who are walking in, they can get exposure to those literature, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Yeah, if it works out, I'll like to do that probably next week or so, or later also is fine. Yeah. And Mataji, you were trying to bring your friend where home program you wanted to do?
Her children's exams are.
Acha.
Up to 11th she is busy. 11th.
So if you want next week,
After that.
yeah. So you let us know. We'll have some small kirtan. Okay. So we did till text. I think we'll start with text 8 and 9. Okay. And a person. This is chapter 5, and we'll probably send the recordings. Okay. A person in the divine consciousness, although engaged in seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, moving about, sleeping and breathing, always knows within himself that he actually does nothing at all. Because while speaking, evacuating, receiving, opening or closing his eyes, he always knows that only the material senses are engaged with the objects and that he is aloof from them. We have read this, I'm just trying to connect it from the previous thing. So this is the symptoms of a person who is controlling his senses, correct? How he sees, how he does work in a day-to-day life, correct? Text 10. One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the result onto the Supreme Lord, is unaffected by sinful action, as the lotus leaf is untouched by water. So this is how it has been told that you do your work, but you don't get attached with your result of the work. Correct? That was the principal thing which Krishna is saying. Correct? You do not take premature renunciation. Correct? The purity has to be obtained. Then only you leave. Correct? And that is what he is saying is it is better to work in devotion rather than renunciation. Correct? Krishna is building it up on top of it. Correct? The yogi's abandoning attachment acts with body, mind, intelligence and even with the senses only for the purification, for the purpose of purification. Krishna summarizes this, correct? He is saying that, okay, when one is saying that, okay, you have to do your duty without attachment, surrendering the result, is it very difficult to attain, correct? So Krishna here is saying that they are doing it for the purpose of purification. Otherwise, we can say, what is the use of? If we understand transcendently that we are not this body, we are the soul. Correct? And then we also understand that while all these things are going on, actually I am not doing. Who is doing? The three modes of material natures are doing. Correct? This we covered up in our last class. Correct? So, then an intelligent person will ask, okay, if I am not doing and three modes of material nature is doing, then why do I work? Why do I engage in work? Correct? Anyway, I am not doing. Modes of material nature are doing. Let the modes of material do the job. Correct? But here, Krishna understood that question which will come. He is saying, no. That's why all these yogis and all are doing actions. Number one, because they want to set an example and they are treating themselves as a non-doer. So that was number one, correct? And then also, they want to do these actions because the soul is active. We have learnt all those things, correct? It cannot be dormant. It has to do some activity. And using that, they purify their heart. Correct? You will start doing it and then you'll say, okay, well, I am getting some pleasure, but it has a beginning and an end. So let me ask for what is more long term. And slowly when you learn, this is how you will start. Correct? If someone is smoking, say for example, he got the idea of smoking from college. Because 5 of his friends were smoking in this canteen, they gave him a puff. He started with a puff, correct? He felt the others are feeling great about him and he liked it, correct? He got the kick, oh, I am accepted by my friends, it is good. Then he started, and then when he is getting little older and out of college and saying, I've been doing this, but is it really giving me some pleasure? Correct? Unless he gets into that mode, he will not quit smoking. Anytime, suppose his mother caught him smoking, or his father found a cigarette pack in his coat, correct? The relationship will get sour, but this guy is not going to leave unless this guy understands. And he is fed up. He's saying, okay, I'm doing this. How is it helping? He's seeing the cigarette pack. It is written, cigarette smoking is injurious to your health. Now they even put bad pictures I heard in India that say it creates mouth cancer, this cancer and that. Still that guy is so prone by, teased by the material nature, correct? Because Rajas and Tamas will try, "Arey nahi, 2 puff lenge, theek ho jayega," correct? That is what the typical tendency is. Unless, and it will continue for some time. Then if its health start deteriorating, or he gets into association of people, or he's chanting Hare Krishna mantra, then internally the super soul will direct him, hey, what is the use of? Probably I'm giving torture to my body only by smoking. And the time will come and he will leave it. Correct? This is how it actually, all good things in life happen. Correct? And then so think of it, the purification happened, correct? Because he was doing probably some Hare Krishna, some good people he was around, and then he really thought, actually, what I was doing with my schoolmates, college mates, is not the reality. The reality is somewhere else. So slow degree of purification helps that person, he or she, to move to the next level. And I gave just a very mundane example, cigarette. It can be with anything. Correct? It can be with the food you are eating. First you will be eating at your level. Then when you associate with devotees, no, we should eat prasad. Correct? And then there will be chance that 90% of the time when devotees are around, you are offering it and eating it, and 10% bhul jate hain. Correct? And slowly, then even if nobody is around, then you will be offering it. Correct? It happens. It is natural. Correct? So this purification of heart comes slowly. Correct? And then next time, even if you are alone and there is a mango or an apple, you will first offer it to Krishna and then eat. So purification hua na? And suppose, think of it, first day you hear and say, I am leaving everything. Correct? Slowly purification. That also is very good, but it takes time, Fine? Text 12. The steadily devoted soul attains unadulterated peace because he offers the result of activities to me, whereas a person who is not in union with the divine, who is greedy for the fruits of his labor, becomes entangled. So very, very tersely. So what Krishna has been telling in last 4 or 5 verses of how Nishkam Karma Yoga is getting done. You do this, surrender the fruits to me, etc., etc. He was saying, and then you will get the purity of heart, correct? Now Krishna is summarizing everything in this 12th verse, saying that steadily devoted. So steady means person who is now fixed, attains unadulterated peace. As and when you will do, then because you're not doing it for yourself, you will start getting more peaceful in your life. That's a peaceful formula. Your desires will get tamed down because whatever you are doing is for Krishna. Correct? And it's a process of evolution. It doesn't happen immediately. Correct? And wherever a person is not in union, and Krishna also says that if you are not in union with the divine, then, and you are greedy for the fruits, oh, let me do this, I will get this. Correct? Becomes entangled. The moment anything which you are doing as a fruitive stuff, whether it's not that bad things is avoided, good things also have to be avoided. So if you start doing things, say for example, I want to do this sacrifice so I can go and become like a Indra. Even that is bad. Because you have to take another lifetime to become an Indra. And my dear friends, Indra also goes through the same birth, age, disease, old age, and final death. Same thing. They have better ways of enjoying life. But the problems of life still remains with Indra and other demigods. Correct? So the idea here, it is saying, Krishna is trying to say is, how do you actually get into the Nishkam Karma Yoga and dovetail all your result? You will get peaceful. And if you not do it, you will get entangled. Whether good karma or bad karma, you will get entangled. Text 13, chapter 5. When the embodied living being controls his nature and mentally renounces all action, he resides happily in the city of 9 gates, the material body, neither working nor causing work to be done. So now here again it is said that suppose you are the soul and you are living in the city of 9 gates. What are the 9 gates?
2 eyes.
2 eyes, 2 ears, 4, 6, mouth, 7.
And Visarjan and other.
So the genitals and the anus, correct? So these are the 9 gates by which things go in and out from your body. Correct? So we see the vision through our eyes. We see all these transcendental Hare Krishna vibrations through our ears. We eat prasad through our mouth. Correct? So if you look at the entire thing, and then we excrete, through the bottom organs. Correct? So this system, this whole 9 gates are there, and this master of this body, the soul, is living in this 9 gates. Correct? And then this person, embodied living being, controls his nature and mentally renounces all action. Correct? So here it is said that though the 3 modes are interacting with the body, but he is deciding what is wrong, what is right. Correct? So we are saying, see, this is a very important concept. We are saying that modes of material nature are doing everything. Correct? Here Krishna is giving a very, very important thing. So then, I should not be worried about any reactions which I am doing. Correct? Krishna will explain that more. The embodied spirit, master of the city of his body, does not create activities, nor does he induce people to act, nor does he create the fruits of action. All this is enacted by modes of material nature. Correct? Krishna is saying that the soul which is there in this body, he is non-doer. All these things are coming by the modes of material nature. Correct? Nor does the Supreme. Now here, again, as I was saying, the question may ask, if I am the non-doer, everything is doing on this, then why does this bad, do this, do that is coming up? I should just retire or kill myself. Correct? Again, this point Krishna is saying, nor does the Supreme Lord assumes anyone's sinful or pious activities. Embodied beings, however, are bewildered because of the ignorance which cover their real knowledge. So what Krishna is saying that I am neutral. If Kamsa comes in an animosity also, I am giving him liberation. In Putana, so he is not differentiating between a Yashoda and a Putana. Correct? Think of it, Yashoda Okay, she is mother. She is churning the butter pots and butter and all for in all positive thing, and Krishna is reciprocating.